The holidays are a time to feel and create joy. And what could be more joyous than the look on her face as she unwraps a stunning new jewelry piece from Blue Nile? How about getting 50% off your purchase? Blue Nile offers premium quality, priced below traditional retail. Their online experts are available 24/7 to answer any questions and make sure you've picked the perfect gift. For a limited time, you can get 50% off at BlueNile.com. That's 50% off at BlueNile.com.
Okay, round two. Name something that's not boring.
A laundry? Ooh, a book club. Computer solitaire, huh?
Ah, sorry, we were looking for Chumba Casino. That's right, ChumbaCasino.com has over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Tired of ads crashing your comedy podcast party? Good news. Ad-free listening on Amazon Music is included with your Prime membership. Just head to amazon.com/ad-free comedy to catch up on the latest episodes without the ads. Enjoy thousands of Acast shows ad-free for Prime subscribers. Some shows may have ads.
Previously on Roll Britannia. Right at the far end of the ship, you see a huge coil shape. As you raise your musket, something doesn't feel quite right. And I'd like Malrus to roll an attack, please. You're aiming in the dark.
For 18.
Oh! That hits. You raised your musket, you went to pull the trigger, and then you briefly blacked out, and Malrus fired into the darkness and shot it. The creature is bloodied.
Consider it slashed.
Next is the unseen creature. And it lunges out of the darkness at Derek, who just hurled an axe at it. He does 11 damage, but he does it to Jeff.
There is a minor issue with my health.
It's anxiety, okay? It's a natural phenomenon.
Without even looking, draw your mace and swing blind straight into the snake's snout. You see fangs dislodged from the snake's face, and the snake drops dead with an almighty splash. Keth, can you roll a perception check, please? As you start to walk back towards the group, your foot just knocks against something which is under the knee-deep water. You pick it up and you realise it is a large ostrich-sized egg.
Ooh, an egg?
All caught up? Good. Let's get back to the action.
So, I think it's about time that you guys leveled up. We started and you guys were all level 1, so I think you've all been looking at level 3. We're going to do 2 levels because it's just more fun, and it will mean there's a nice amount of difference between level 1 character and the character going into the next bit of the adventure. So, who wants to tell me about what they've changed, or do we want to roll something?
Well, to be honest, I feel like when it comes to me leveling up, I feel like it's a little bit like a birthday. Being 15, getting a bit older, growing up. So I feel like this is kind of like me leveling up in life. I'm a human after all, so there's not a massive amount of attributes that I could see growing or changing with me. And I feel like as most young people in this life are moulded by those around them, I feel like these strange parental figures that have sort of adopted me will slowly grow me from the boy to the man that I will become. So at this point,
we're not going to make you a man.
Oh,
not like
not
that.
hopefully not in your classic Derek way.
You're making it weird, Chip.
So at this point, I feel like I think I just need to roll for some HP, I believe.
Yeah, so you need to roll whatever your hit die is and add your constitution.
My hit die is 1d6, and my constitution is +3. So I will roll my said d6.
Okay, so do that for level 2, and then do it again for level 3.
I got a 1 +3. Nope.
So you had 4 HP.
Excellent. This is stunning work so far.
And then do it again.
So that gives me up to a good 12. And then I do it again. This time I roll a 3, plus my 3 is another 6. So check me out, guys. I'm as strong as I believe Malrus was initially, with 18.
Yay!
I've got 18 HP.
As strong as a dwarf. Woo. Good work.
I am.
And
Well, I'm a 17-year-old boy. What more do you want from me?
We've aged as well.
Okay.
I've got up 2 levels.
Yeah, he's 17 now.
Did we really spend 2 years on that island? Fuck, it feels like it.
You've seen Lost before, right?
The amount of time you guys spent wandering through a cave with bats in, it probably could have been 2 years.
Yeah. I forgot all about that.
So Interstellar.
It felt like it.
I wonder how Bat Dealy is.
It really felt like it.
I think we're going to go through... We're going to chat about it. We're going to go through some of your upgrades and stuff later. There's stuff you want to work out with me separately, so we'll go through that. Who wants to go next? Tom, are you ready to give it a go?
Yeah. Right.
Tell me about Keth then. What's happening?
Okay, so I know after having actually researching, I've actually done some homework, that the next couple of steps up, I get some spells. I know nothing of the spells. They're normally sort of Malrus's department. He tends to throw magical things at people, and it scares them off. I fancy a bit of that. But I need to do some HP first. So I need to roll my hit dice, and then I add 2 for Constitution, which almost sounds like Constitution is like digesting things. But anyway, right. First one. I'm currently at 12. So first one of them.
Good place to start.
Right, so I've got a 5 plus 2.
Nice.
So that's up to... That's 7.
6 on top. 7. Yep. Maths.
Constitution is 7.
Quick maths, James.
Quick maths. Nailed it.
You can tell
Sorry, we'll
GCSE.
edit it out later. Right, so currently on 17.
Make it sound really smooth.
No amount of editing can make this look cool, man.
No, 19.
19, yeah.
19. And then roll again. That's another 5.
Yay!
Plus 2. Quick maths.
Yep.
Dungeon Master.
Can't do that in my head.
26, I make that.
26. Beefy.
That's pretty beat. That's more like half orc sort of health, I imagine. He's
Yeah, it's a bit more half orc. You'll take a few hits
I'm
there.
just going to stand behind you.
big and beefy. Bit of gym work in the back cave.
In the back cave, I like it.
I think we're all lining up behind Keth.
I'm not going back to the back cave. Fuck that.
Nah, Bat Damon. And it also means that I can pick an archetype.
Oh, nice. What have you gone for?
I've got a choice of 2, which is Hunter
name.
and Beastmaster,
Yep.
which is basically like you can hunt stuff down, or you can have a pet. So it obviously went for the pet one. So I'm going to be the master of all the beasts. All the thing, what I just need now is a beast.
Okay.
So I can use...
Is that because of your expertise having sex with that snake?
Maybe. I do have an egg. It could be something interesting in the egg. I have brought an egg I brought a virtual egg to the virtual podcast in the virtual world. And I also get some spells.
I think it's a real podcast.
Okay, so you got some spells.
3 spells. Spells 3. 3 spells are we.
Nice.
I've picked 4. Hunter's Mark.
That sounds exciting.
Great.
It is. It's very exciting. You mark. You come across an creature, a bad one. You mark him with my Hunter's Eye mark, and then I get extra damage and advantage, which is really good.
Cool.
Other one, because it sounds just like Batman, is Fog Cloud. I basically drop a smoke grenade. Poof. 20 feet. 20 feet
sweet.
radius all around me is a big fog cloud. People can't see in. We can if something's going horribly wrong, I could drop the smoke grenade. We can all run away.
You do sound quite a lot like Batman.
It does, yeah.
Yeah,
I've
that's
got.
pretty wicked.
I could tame a bat. I've got bat grenade. I can do extra advantage on stuff. And the next one
is your next one a batarang?
I looked for the batarang, but it's not there. Adam West wasn't present, but I've gone for the good berries. Now these are pretty cool. 10 berries magically appear in your hand. And each berry restores a health point. So you're like super smarties, right? So you can dish these out to your mates. So you get little health packs. Just go from one little berry.
You can handle my berries anytime.
A mouthful of man berries will get you 10 health points, my friend.
Excellent.
Nice.
I've been
is that like a once a day?
That is apparently once a day. 10 man berries, good berries a day.
Nice.
Pets.
So you've effectively got 10 extra hit points that you can share out.
Oh yeah. And a little pettish companion and a smoke grenade. No extra handsome points, possibly a few more dashing points. But yeah, that's about it. I've tried to be smart and be a bit utilitarian, but have a pet at the same time.
I like it. Okay. Who wants to go next?
Speaking of dashing points, I've
Paul must be
chosen
next then.
the swashbuckler archetype. Fine, I'll take that on board.
You don't need to describe your upgrades in character, you know. It's fine.
I need the practice, you know.
What's happening with Derek? Come on, tell me. Let me know.
I chose I've become a swashbuckler on this pirate ship. I've decided to take 2 the life. Basically what that means is I get a bunch of extra stuff in combat. Because of level 2, I get this thing called Cunning Action, which means I can use a bonus action to dash, so like move twice my movement, which still lets me like dash and then attack afterwards, which is pretty sweet. Cool. Disengage as well, so I don't get opportunity attacks, or I can hide as a bonus action. Also, I've got this thing called Fancy Footwork, which means if I like...
Be good for the boy band.
It absolutely will be. That's exactly. I chose it specifically.
He wants it that way
for that
Still
reason.
Got those stools.
Basically, like I make a melee attack, and then if I attack a creature, it can't get opportunity attacks on me, so then I can move on. And also, I've got this thing called Rakish Audacity, which means that I can add my initiative bonus to. A bonus to my initiative rolls, which is my charisma mod, and I can use sneak attack within 5 foot of a target if there are no other people within 5 feet of me. So we can do like little cool surprise attacks. I think that will work really well with your
Nice.
Yeah.
I like it. So, as a swashbuckler, you don't have the ability to like put a cutlass in your teeth and swing from the ring or anything like that.
I'm not sure if that comes under rakish audacity, although it will look fucking fantastic.
It will look incredibly rakish.
It will look incredible.
Yeah, it will, yeah. And have you done hit points?
I went up from 10 at level 1 to 25 at level 3, so I won't constantly die from one hit.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
It's my main problem.
Martha Stewart.
Yeah. Well, as a rogue, the idea is to not get hit, to be fair.
Yeah, I've not done a great job of that so far.
You're not really working that at the moment, are you? They tend to be a little bit more fragile than other classes just because they're meant to be fast and dodgy.
Yeah.
Not dodgy like, he's a bit dodgy.
Yes.
Dodgy like you can dodge
I'm
that.
a little bit dodgy.
Does sound like Derek is quite dodgy as well.
Prison contact, then, you know.
Not as dodgy as this steak fucking lad. But no, so now I can use my bonus action to like dodge or hide. It means I can make an attack and then use it as well, so I can like get hit less. Hopefully.
Remember last time that you tried to hide there, Derek, and then we were like, "Hey, you've hidden successfully. We're going to turn ourselves glowing and show you up completely."
Oh yeah.
I do.
So you should now have the ability, you can attack someone and disengage from them without incurring a penalty, is that right?
I can, and I can also do that through Fancy Footwork as well.
Ronaldinho feet.
Oh, cool. So that leaves Paul. Tell us about Malrus then. What's happening?
So I went away, did a bit of thinking, because I didn't really have a backstory to begin with.
Nice.
So I've got I think a pretty good backstory now. I'm not going to go into it too much because I don't want to sort of spoil it for what you might end up doing.
Thank you.
So we'll gloss over that. I have a
Captain
backstory
Intrigue
now.
over here.
Used to be a lady.
Yeah.
Malrus is no longer two-dimensional.
Malrus is no longer, I've got spells / I'm sleeping.
And butchering.
Malrus does seem to spend a lot of time sleeping and butchering.
I'm going,
it's like 80% of Malrus's personality is sleep or butcher.
Incredible headshots as well.
Nice.
Or
the other 20% is suddenly realising he's actually got magical abilities.
Yeah.
Keeps forgetting can heal everyone.
Um,
Go on then. So tell me what you got.
Shall I sort of say what I'm going to specialise in as a cleric?
Yeah, please.
Trickery domain.
Doesn't sound very religious.
Because I thought that would be slightly entertaining because I've got things like charm person, disguise self, mirror image, and all that sort of stuff that
Mirror
I
image
thought
sounds cool.
we could have done with earlier on.
Are
in
these
the
band
game.
names?
And we never encountered those problems again.
Yes, exactly.
I'm sure Mirror Image was a band.
That was the name of the band.
That could be what we called. So yeah.
Because when you look at us, you see the truth.
Oh.
So if you're going to do trickery, then does it say what god you now have?
I have not chosen a god. It just lists a load of gods.
You're a godless cleric.
And
trickery.
And the last one is Loki, so
Oh.
I'm thinking
Okay.
that might be...
You want to go Loki, yeah?
Isn't he the god of Tom Hiddleston?
Yes.
I've seen that. It's a documentary, isn't it? Loads of them. He just won't die.
Yeah, I think you can go Loki if you want to go Loki. That's absolutely cool.
Might do that.
So you'll be a cleric for Loki.
I love the fact that his character so far has been quite low key. The god of low key.
I
Very
knew
funny.
that was coming as well. I could smell it.
Funny.
I didn't say they were going to be good jokes, all right?
Well, to be fair, you didn't. That is true. Okay, and what have you done with hit points then?
I'll roll now.
Go on then.
So I got 5, and that's plus 1 is 6. So
Okay.
everybody doing quick maths.
Quick maths.
My HP was 13 to start with. 4 plus 1, 5. Let me get the calculator out.
There's a lot of degrees here. I'm sure there are.
I don't know, it always harks back to my days at school when my math teacher would say to me, well, you've got to learn this because you won't have a calculator on you when you need it when you're older. Bollocks, won't I? Not only do I have a calculator on me at all times, I've got the collective knowledge of the entire world at my
24.
fingertips. 24, nice. So, that's everyone kind of upgraded. Shall we progress? So, as you're heading out of the Quartermaster's quarters, and his Wheel of Fortunes, which is legally different from the Wheel of Fortune, Starflower catches you up and says to you, well, you guys look both famished and utterly disgusting.
There she
So
is.
you need 2 things.
Yep.
You need to get some food in you, and you need to get some new clothes. Good news is, this ship not only has a Wheel of Fortunes and signage, also has a wardrobe department. Very strange, I know. It's like
They're
a
a
cruise
fashion
ship.
show later.
Just look over it. Cruise ship with cannons, they call it. So, what would you like to do first?
Buy new suits!
Shopping montage it is. So she leads you off to 4 dressing rooms with curtains that don't quite go to the floor, and you all pick some clothes from the wardrobe department and head inside to get changed. And then, because I realised at the start of the podcast we didn't describe each other, here's your opportunity, guys, to describe what you look like. So, who wants to go first?
Malrus sounded like he wanted to go first this time after I went first last time.
Okay, so there's a kind of fashion montage. You all pick up some clothes, you run into the cubicles, pop back out. There's a sort of in-out. One of you comes out dressed as a cowboy. The other three shake their heads and say no. Back into the dressing room.
Borat Mankini right here.
Two of you come out wearing the same outfit. You look at each other, shake your heads, go, oh, silly us. Back in.
Not with those shoes.
And then eventually you all settle on some clothes. So, Malrus, what do you finally appear wearing? What do you look like? Tell us what Malrus looks like.
So it looks a little bit like Frodo from Lord of the Rings, seen as a halfling, but with a bit of an edge of Tyrion Lannister from Game of Thrones. So like a little bit of a scar above the eye. Also, sort of a combination between those two, but a bit more like he's spent a bit more time at the gym because he can handle himself. He's good at shooting stuff. He also
shooting stuff.
Head scar Frodo.
It's hard. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, dressed in sort of fancy robes that have armour.
Nice. Okay. Any facial hair or what's happening? Paint a picture with your words.
Okay. Long, sort of like myself, I guess. Dark, wavy-ish brown hair, brown eyes. Bit of a beard occasionally.
So you then?
Yeah, me.
Julio Iglesias.
Yeah.
So we just put a picture of you on and say, this is Malrus. Cool, okay. Alex, do you want to tell us a little bit about what Derek looks like? We know he's got a real beard.
Yeah, it's a normal and real beard. Oh, thank you to notice. At one point, Derek comes out with his beard on backwards, and he quickly switches it around. Derek when he finally settles on a new outfit, I like to imagine he comes out with his little cigar stub because he's in his mouth because he's trying to emulate the captain. He's got 1/10 of a cigar, not lit, just really soggy. He's got like a green sort of like a green mariachi, like a dark green mariachi jacket on.
Oh wow!
Like one of those really short
Very
ones.
fancy.
With a shirt underneath. It's not that fancy. It's like it's kind of fancy, but like quite old and tatty. I imagine it's been on the ship for quite a while. Almost like a bandito jacket. He's got like a Hawaiian shirt on underneath that, and then like leather sort of like hard wearing trousers, like thieves trousers, with sort of leather armor padding. He's got like a nose ring, like a bull kind of between his two. What was it? The septum of his
nose hole.
His nose is pierced. He's got he's got like a short sort of mohawk, and his like luxurious beard. The sides of his head are really clean shaven. He's got this mohawk over the top, and then he's got like you can see just the hint coming over the bandito jacket. You can see just the hint of like a neck tattoo.
Oh, I don't like him now.
Make out what it is. It's like blued and faded. And that's and he's got Doc Martens on.
Some bright red DMs.
And that's he looks like he doesn't really know what goes together.
Yeah.
And so just sort of picked out.
It's like a weird sort of Greatest Showman Magnum PI.
B.A. Baracus.
Like,
exactly. Yeah.
Mashup. Yeah, B.A. Baracus mashup thing.
Yeah. Basically, yeah. And he's got he's got a bunch of rings on his fingers as well.
Nice. He pities the fool. Okay.
I certainly do. I ain't getting on no flying bird.
Well, in that case, let's go over to Chip. Tell us about Jeff. What does Jeff look like? Now he's 17.
Well, now he's 17. He's grown up a little bit in the world, but he's still an average, everyday teenage boy. For some reason, mainly because the description said it, he's American. So he's got an American, but he's not got the accent. He's lived over here for a while. Anyway, so he's a 17-year-old lad. So he's pretty casual. He's got a t-shirt on. He's got some sort of baggy trousers. They look a little bit, a couple of sizes too big, but I'm sure that's just the fashion at this time, He's got the classic sort of all-star Converses going on. The baggy trousers, they've got the knee pads on for all the skating and sliding around on his knees that he's going to be doing because he's cool. But he's also got a dagger.
When he walks down a corridor, does he click a lot?
So don't mess with him.
Fantasy Bam Margera.
Yeah, sort of. A little bit like that. But I feel like his hair and face is a little bit like... Remember when Brad Pitt had long hair and he slicked it all back? I feel like it's a lot of sort of that sort of look. Yeah, he definitely looks like Brad Pitt.
He's got like a packet of cigarettes in one sleeve.
No, not quite Danny Zuko.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah, he's got a car that he's been working on for a few years, but hasn't brought it with the mission. It's back at home. But he's got his magic dagger. He's wielding his magic dagger from the first few episodes.
The magic shitty dagger.
That's it. The shitty dagger that randomly makes people's heads explode, it seems. But he's wheeling that for all protection.
Funny that, isn't it?
Other than that, he's a pretty normal-looking lad. Good-looking, slick-back hair, T-shirt, ready for action, Converses on. Let's do this, Muff.
I thought you looked great.
Nice. Okay. I think we've got a nice picture painted with words there. I think we can all picture.
And a happy little bush.
Last but not least, let's go to Tom and tell us. You gave us a little bit of a description of Keth. Now he's got a new look, a new wardrobe. I mean, he had some Daisy Dukes for a while. What's Keth gone for in this shopping
purged
mall?
Daisy Dukes from memory, but now they come back in a horrible flood. So yes, Keth emerges from the fog, the dry ice that he's arranged. You can imagine him anyway. He's massive, 6'7", and because he's half orc.
It's like stars in your eyes.
Big square shoulders.
I'm hearing Chesney Hawks. I am
The one and only.
Oh yeah. There's some excellent campness in there at the same time. He likes a scene. So
stage fireworks.
Oh yeah, 6'7", big square orc, half orc jaw. He's huge anyway. He's a big guy, big square shoulders, and he's got a sort of dreadlocks pulled back into a top knot, a bit Virgil van Dijk, if you will, something like that. Pulled back. He's got a little bit of a chin beard as well. And of course, because he's a half orc, he's got those two up pointed teeth from his bottom jaw that come over his top lip. He's got a nose ring.
It's
an absolutely real live beard, cultivated himself.
Excellent.
Nice. So we got a big chainmail vest.
I don't know. I don't trust this guy. I think that's fake, mate.
You could try and give it a pull and see what he says.
I've heard that one before.
Stop trying to get Derek to tug you.
It's how we get results. And then chainmail vest on because sun's out, guns out. He's got some big leather gloves on.
Vest on.
Yeah, chainmail vest. And then we've got leather trousers, big chunky leather boots, and then he's got a cape as well because rangers need capes for ranging. And then you've got the trusty musket strapped to his back, big battle axe, dagger on the hip, and of course a big flagon of beer on his right hip as well because that's the most important thing. All he needs now is a lead for a pet, I guess.
Nice.
He looks tremendous.
If you try and take me as a pet, I will be so annoyed.
He's tremendous in every measurable way.
Except the rolls.
So you all come out wearing the new attire, looking fresh, clean, and Starflower looks at you and she says, God, you're a bunch of misfits, aren't you? Is that a Hawaiian shirt you're wearing?
That's not what I was hoping for.
I thought, we're on holiday, so, if he could have his
When you
arms
said
out.
misfits, I think there might have been a lost in translation there for gorgeous. Yes, we all look gorgeous.
I think we look stunning. Now, where's all the grub?
You could tell he's 17.
She says to you, well, look, I'm going to leave you to finish off your shopping trip because you look like you're enjoying it. Just down there, you'll find a little shop run by an Aarakocra. He's a little bit weird. The shop's called Argoose.
Yeah, we've heard of this.
He's got a whole book full of things. If you take a look in there, he'll be able to sort you out with a whole range of stuff. If you fancy a quick snack. There's the cafeteria in the galley. That's run by our onboard chef. When you're done with that, the quarters are just down those stairs over there, and she directs you to some stairs right at the far end of the deck that you're on. And you'll find quarters with your names on. We've given your whole cabin to yourselves. There's 4 bunks in there, just for you guys.
Oh.
Are they, we're used to sleeping on triple-decker hammocks. Have we got anything like that set up?
Top bunk for me.
No, they're
No way.
triple-decker.
You were sick on all of us last
Can I
time.
request the alarm of the morning? Because it seemed to work quite nicely. If I just pull a string, can I have some sick fall on my face? Because that seemed to work really nicely when waking me up from a hammock last time.
You guys will just have to arrange that
Nothing's
amongst
going to
yourselves.
wake me up.
Oh, memories, guys. Memories.
Oh,
What kind of ship were you on?
we've come a long way, haven't
Good
we?
times.
From one ship to another.
You guys sort yourselves out, and when you're ready,
There's a...
sort of personal assistant in your quarters, ask it to let us know when you're ready, and we'll send for you, okay?
Sounds great.
Good.
Sound.
Oh, and try not to break anything. And with that, she turns and walks off. And you guys have a choice now. Are you going to do a bit of shopping, or are you going to go and see the onboard chef?
I have to say, I'm instantly going to need to go, and I need about 8 to 9 minutes in my dorm. I'm a 17-year-old lad, and a young elven lady's just left me, so I'm going to disappear off for
8 to 9 minutes. Are you going to do it 8
to 9
times?
minutes.
I'm not walking round with him with his hand in his pocket. No, that's not on. We're guests here.
While Jeff goes to the dormitory
At
and
this-
lets himself in to do unspeakable things to himself, the other 3 of you head to the galley very briefly to go and meet the onboard chef. Maybe grab a flagon of mead. And you enter, you see tables arranged in a sort of cafeteria style with a sort of service bar at the far end. And standing behind it, you see another half-orc.
Friend.
He's 7'1", 250 pounds, and
I've come back because I thought I was going to get to the room, didn't quite make it. Malrus, don't go in your room until cleaners have been. Sorry, lads. All right, I'm with you. So, Mr. Orkman.
That was
Keth,
quick, boy.
I'm 17 years old, and it's been a number of weeks I've been surrounded by blokes on boats. So let's crack on.
You'll be
shopping.
58 in no time.
the half-orc beckons you over and he says, Hey, you guys, you're new, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Careful,
Listen,
because
lads,
you-
I'll do the talking.
Yeah, tell Louise.
Brother, how are you?
Oh, I'm very well,
Oh,
thank
that's
you.
racist.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah. I thought so as well.
so.
How much meat have we got there?
Lots of meat. Do you want meat? Good. Right, big boy. Yes. Okay, you.
I'll have
Do
two.
you want meat?
At
Meat
least.
for you. Meat for you.
Two for
These
me.
meats
One
are
for each of them.
fantastic. What's
Keth.
that? Keth?
Keth Frostein. You?
Frostein. Gorgon Ram Slasher.
Ram Slasher. I've heard of the Ram Slashers.
Good, very good. Yes. It's quite big back in the day.
Well, you've done well to slim down.
I see we've got a comedian here. Puny. You've been here just a few minutes. I've realised something very strange about your beard.
Can I roll a deception check, please?
Ignore them.
What's that?
Can I have a flagon of mead while he's waiting, please?
14.
Okay. Well, you rolled a 13 plus 2, so...
I'll just be over here. I'm going to walk away and just drink my beer by myself.
Oh, do you know he's wearing a fake beard?
What? Sorry?
I'll have his
Derek.
mead.
Derek, you go get his table.
Yeah,
cheers.
I'll sit over here.
Sound. Cheers. Wait, we should get one for 4, yeah?
Yeah.
You guys are all new, so I'm going to give you a very special home-brewed mead. Try that. Taste this. Horns all round. You, big boy, yes. Horns for you. And you drink the mead, and it's the most delicious mead you've ever had. And it's so good, in fact, it restores all the hit points you lost fighting the giant snake.
Would you believe it?
Oh,
Yeah.
well, I really meaded that.
Oh, God.
Listen.
Excellent.
I've got one rule in my cafeteria.
in my galley, and that's this. Of course, anything goes,
No
but no
puns.
puns, okay? No puns. Absolutely no puns. Fighting, yes. Drinking, yes. Absolutely. Peeing in the corner even, yes. But puns have absolutely no place. I cannot abide them, right?
That's
Big boy?
fine. That's quite insensitive because I'm a dwarf. So, but yes, I agree.
Right then, good.
Oh, it
yes.
won't happen again. I'm really sorry. I'm just new here.
I know you're new. So, if you ever need a drink or a theological discussion, gotta get back to the kitchen, gotta get making lunch.
Oh, what are we having?
Scumbuttle.
Oh, do you make it with the crumbled up spices like my mum used to make?
There's no other way to do it.
Oh, excellent.
Listen, Gorgon.
I look forward to it.
Right, okay, good. If you're not going to eat anything, time to fuck off. And he heads back towards the kitchen.
He's gone. I was going to get another beer then.
God, the service here is terrible. Now, same.
He comes back. Did someone say they wanted another beer?
One half fork to another.
Oh, me,
The
please.
boy will pay.
I think we all got our hands up.
Well, the first one was free, but okay, second round, that's fine. Who's paying?
The boy will pay.
I'll get this one.
It's
lads.
his first beer.
When he's there at the table, I just want to really conspicuously keep, like, adjusting my beard and, like, making
I'll
sure.
get this next round, lads. I feel like it's only fair.
Thanks, boy.
He hands you all another horn, and you give him 1 gold piece for the trouble.
For all four?
For all 4, yeah.
So, I'll get the next round as well, lads. This is like spoons in here.
What? Yeah, it's like happy hour.
How much for Jaegers?
What day's curry club, mate?
It's going to be that scene. It's like, Jaeger!
He's gone. He's had enough.
I've got work in the morning.
I think this place used to be an old post office, you know, or a bank or something.
So Gorgon Ramsmasher's gone, and you guys head out into the rest of the shopping deck to find Argus and his magical book of wonders. Hey guys, it's James. You may know me as the Dungeon Master from this podcast. Just a quick pause for a few quick messages, and then we'll be right back to the action. As always, I want to thank you for choosing to listen to Roll Britannia. We know there's lots of choice out there for D&D podcasts, but we hope that you enjoy listening to ours. We absolutely love making them, and what better way for you to show us that you're enjoying the show than heading over to Apple Podcasts and hitting that subscribe button so you never miss a new episode, and rating us 5 stars at the same time. When you rate us, it not only makes us feel good, like in our tummies, but it also helps other fans like you find our podcast, which has to be a good thing, right? If you're not an Apple user and you're listening on Spotify or one of the many places to find podcasts, I literally didn't know there were so many before we even started this, then please just make sure you hit subscribe so you stay up to date with all the episodes as well. And tell your friends about the show. Tell someone who you think might be into this kind of nonsense. We don't pay for any advertising. It's entirely through word of mouth and our relentless social media that we find amazing listeners like you. Did you know you can also find us on Facebook by searching Roll Britannia Podcast, on Twitter at Roll Britannia, and on Instagram at roll.britannia, where you can see extra content from the shows and send us a message, ask us questions, and let us know what you think about the show. Anyway, thanks again for listening. Let's get back into it.
Can I roll a constitution check, James, to see if I'm stumbling or if I'm okay?
Yes.
Because I'm
Yeah, please
17,
do.
had two drinks.
Please roll.
I have.
You're only
I'm 17
like
and I've rolled an 8, which is not going to bode well, let's face it, because my constitution's +3, so it's 11.
Yeah, you're merry.
Excellent.
You're merry.
So am I sort of swagger?
You just got a little bit of the old slurring about you, but nothing serious. It's fine. And as you enter the shop, Argus, you see not very much around you, just a podium with a laminated book.
Waterproof, like it.
And on the far side, it's a counter.
Can I roll a perception check, please, to find
Yes,
any
you can.
little pens that might be lying about?
I've seen a shop like this. It's kind of like a betting agency.
That would be.
You fill in a bit of paper, 10 to 1, it's shit.
I rolled a 16. Can I try and like nick a couple of like little pens? Just
Little
put them in
tiny
my
quills,
pocket?
yeah.
Mini
lovely.
feathers.
You get 6.
Look, lads, free pens.
There's nothing else really to see in this shop, just a simple shop with one podium
and a laminated book with many things in it, and illustrations of all the things. And next to them is a little code and some little pieces of parchment and little tiny pens. And above the counter is a sign that just says, "Pay here."
Is there one sullen shop assistant in the back with a huge wall, but no one knows what's behind it? Just a huge warehouse of crap things.
With a crazy slide that just things come down every now and again.
And he'll disappear to the huge Indiana Jones warehouse.
I reckon we're going to have to
relics.
be waiting for ages, lads.
Oh, please tell me that's what this place is called. Oh no, it's Argus, isn't it? Not Indiana Jones' place of relics.
That's on the side of this boat. Is there...
Goose. It's ARRR. Goose.
Can I see like is there like a cheap jewellery stand that's next to one of them?
It's full of Casio watches.
I know already what I want to buy.
Same.
I know already what I'm going to buy.
Well,
Yeah, same.
After flicking through and going to the toy section at the end, because I always go there first, then go, and then have to go back and be a grown-up again. I'm going to go straight to the section, because this has come up already, called the Misspell Book. I'm going to get me one of them and save me a bit of cash for some, hopefully, pet food later on. So I'm going to spend...
about that. I remember when that could have been useful.
I'm going to spend $1,000 and buy a misspell book. Now, what's the code?
Nice.
What's the code for a misspell book?
The code is...
There it is. Fills it in.
Yep. Fill it in, and you take it up to the counter.
Over I go to the spotty, pimply shop assistant.
There's no one there at the moment. You just walk up to the counter, and you walk up to the sign that says, "Pay here." And as soon as you arrive, as if by magic, an Aarakocra appears. But not any standard-looking Aarakocra, because Aarakocra are a race of bird people. And typically, they're made up of a sort of eagle-type people. This is a very strange-looking Aarakocra. He actually looks quite a lot like a goose. He appears and he goes, "Honk."
Sorry. You remind me of Bird Person, which is an entirely different series.
Item 24, please.
Are you a goose or a swan?
It's a Wookiee.
And he holds out his hand and takes a piece of paper from you. He looks at it and reaches below the counter and comes up holding another piece of paper.
Oh, God.
What's this?
And he...
Oh, this is the receipt, isn't it?
To your... Using your fantasy stapler. Staples it to your sheet. Holds out his hand for 1,000 gold pieces. Are you paying the man, or...?
Here you go, I guess.
And takes the money from you, and he hands you the new conjoined pieces of paper and indicates to a really desolate-looking set of chairs and says,
Typically, that's how it works.
"Oh,
I'm sorry.
Why do they only have like 4 chairs here?
I'm sorry. Was that collection A or B?
huh."
B, right. Thanks, I guess.
And you take your seat and just wait for your number to be called. You see on the piece of paper it says number 471.
I think it's going to be a while, Keth.
There are 470 other people in front of me. How?
Maybe they're doing other shopping, mate.
Right. Stand by, lads. It's going to be a long way.
Just settle down.
Who's next?
Take a short rest.
How many of these things can you buy?
As many as you can afford.
I would like to buy, flipping through the catalogue, and I can't find the actual thing that I'm looking for, so I go to the back and look through the alphabetical list of all the things, find the number.
You would think that, but although everything's listed, it's not alphabetical.
Oh, God, it's just more confusing. So I'm, like, flipping around.
If you had a magic, say, Control F, and then typed in what you wanted, that would magically...
That'd be really
Oh, no,
useful,
I've got it
actually.
here. And then
Unfortunately, it's a
I missed the
laminated
page
book.
and come back.
Damn.
It's just like, and it's in that weird laminated plastic, and it's
2
like
pages are actually
horrible,
stuck together
and
slightly.
it smells kind of weird.
My bad.
I would like to note down the number for a grappling hook, which is 600 gold.
Okay.
And then underneath, going to a different section next to the toy section, I'd like to note down the number for the stones of far speech for 100 gold.
Good choice.
Which I think is 700.
That's a set of 2. Do you want to buy more than one set?
Yeah, I'll get 2 sets.
Okay.
Wicked. So that's okay. Cool. I've only got like 400 gold left. Yeah, I'll head over.
Okay. And the Aarakocra Goose Man holds out his hand and he says, "Huh."
There you go. There's 800 gold, and I count them out one at a time.
He looks exasperated.
And 99, 800.
Oh. And he takes a piece of paper from you and staples another piece of paper with a number on it and indicates the chair.
Yeah,
and he says,
all right, we'll wait.
Welcome to the long wait, my friend.
And your piece of paper says 812.
I think it's going to be a long time.
Where do those 400 other people come from?
They send them down that fishing line.
I want to go.
Go on, then.
I've got some serious shit
I'm
to
still
do.
flicking through the book.
So, basically, I've got a few items.
Go on, then.
Now, having been put on in the situation that we've been thrown into so far, I feel like the first thing I'm going to do is, hey, check it out. There's a vest of buoyancy in there. A small leather vest enchanted to magically float when exposed to water. Now, I feel like this
I've got that one as well.
could be something very useful, especially since, we're on a ship. And the last time that happened, we got hit by Kraken. So, first of all, vest of buoyancy, please, 300.
Yep.
Then...
I knew we'd go for something inflatable.
I've also kept in key with the young teen element because I've gone for a cool bit of gadgetry and a toy. So the toy that I'm going back to my youth a little bit, I'm going to keep it real. I'm going for a plastic sheriff's badge.
Okay.
That's got to be done, let's face it. I need to be more confident and make myself more assertive, and I feel like sometimes you guys don't take me seriously because of my age.
Okay, so you head over to the counter, you hand it to the goose, he honks at you, he takes your money, hands you a piece of paper with a number stapled to it, and indicates to take a seat next to Derek. And the number reads 27.
Now,
Can I opt not to? Can I stand awkwardly?
I'm going to look at Derek and go, hold my seat. I'm going to dash back to the goose with the last few bits of gold and buy a jar of bees.
You've got to take it with a piece of paper. You've got to fill one of those out first. You've got to describe what the jar of bees does.
He honks at you and tells you to go back to the catalogue.
He does, yeah. He honks at you, honk, and indicates the book in the centre of the room.
The jar of bees. I couldn't resist it. I tried. It is a literal jar of bees that can be thrown at enemies through a window or create a distraction. Or if it goes wrong, you could get stung. But being the master of animals, which I'm trying to be, I think a jar of bees would be a good start. So I'm going to quickly grab a jar of bees in my loose change.
Okay. And you hand...
And add it to my already sensible purchase.
You hand the paper to the goose.
You're like Batman and the Joker. It's not
And he
like
takes the money from you.
Winnie the Pooh and the jar of bees.
And he hands you another piece of paper, this time with the number reads 4.
This makes no sense at all.
I don't think you're allowed to collect both things together either. I think you have to wait separately.
The numbers mean the years you have to wait.
800 and something years. Okay, so Malrus.
Sorry, Malrus.
You're the only one left to do a bit of shopping?
I was going to go get the bees as well, but...
I think there's more than one bees. More than one bees?
Since Keth's getting them, I think we'll be all right with just one jar of literal bees. I'm going to get a Nando's black card.
Nando's black card.
I've heard if you ask for one of those, they say that you can't have it. Unfortunately.
What does that do?
So, can you describe the Nando's Black Card to us?
There's one Nando's Black Card.
Can be used at Nando's for free unlimited chicken for the owner of the pass and a bottomless frozen yogurt for the guests.
Oh!
That'll be useful.
That sounds dope as fuck, to be fair.
Free chicken, free frozen yogurt.
You never know when you're going to come across a Nando's.
Cheeky Nando's.
On this cruise ship.
Yeah, pop out
there's
to
quite
one.
likely to be a Nando's.
I also thought
the SS Tel Dath's Nando's chain.
Much like Jeff has thought, we've sunk a few times on boats, so I'm going to go for a festive buoyancy as well.
Cool.
Ooh.
Nice.
And let me see. I'm going to go for a Cloak of Death.
Cloak of Death? Ooh.
Yes.
Nando's card, festive buoyancy.
You seem like such a nice, innocent character when we first met, Malrus. I'm not going to lie. And now you've got like evil written all over you.
The vested buoyancy makes you float, but what does the Cloak of Death do?
What does that do?
You have to say it like that. Cloak of Death.
Cloak of Death. I hope you put some cool sound effects over that bit then. I'll do it again.
Go on.
Cloak of Death.
Every time you say it, a single bell tolls.
What's that ominous tolling I can hear?
God.
Every time you say that, a demon gets its wings.
A fairy dies.
Why is it suddenly chilly in here?
Garment gives you an undead appearance, gives a disadvantage to attacks from undead because undead creatures are confused by my grotesque appearance when I'm using it.
You just look undead while you're wearing it. So you're wearing this all the time, or is this something you're going to have in the bag to whip out when you need it?
Just whip out when I need
You're not just going to walk around looking undead.
I thought practical.
You got goth on us
we
here,
need
Malrus.
food. We've got Nando's.
Well, you've got Nando's. The others have got Froyo.
Well, they can deal with that. I might pass out some chicken.
Froyo. Oh my goodness.
Got the vest of buoyancy because we keep sinking in
You've
ships.
sunk once.
And I feel like it might be a theme.
It's a real epidemic.
Let's face it, you've just gone goth on us. You've got a vest, you've got a Cloak of Death, and a black card.
Yeah, did you get the card just because it's black? It goes with your whole aesthetic.
Are you
the colour
is
of
this
my
just a
soul?
goth thing?
Cloak of Death because I figure, we've had a tough time battling some skeletons, didn't we?
True, you did. You made a real meal of that one. I mean, one of them nearly kills you, so...
It might come in handy.
Well, speaking of meals, let's go to Nando's.
The meal we wanted was the
Okay,
pan.
so you head over to the Aarakocra, to the goose, and hand him the gold, and your slip, and he staples a number to it, and he says, honk, and indicates the seat, and your number reads 417722.
Oh,
And you take a seat, and then Jeff's number is called.
Hey,
I was first.
I know.
Ding, ding,
it's
ding,
fucking
ding.
bullshit.
Winner, I win. I win.
The annoying thing is, you can see a number of packages have appeared just behind the counter. They seem to have been placed there by figures yet unseen. You can see a large book has been put there, with a jar next to it that seems to be making a buzzing noise.
That's mine.
Chemistry set for kids.
Then you
see my black card.
Jeff, you go up and you collect all of your items. They take the paper slip from you, and the goose stamps it and hands it back to you. And then the next number is called, and it's Malrus's number.
Okay.
And the goose says, "Huh." And as
What is
you go up
happening?
there, Malrus, the goose pulls up from under the counter your Nando's black card, your Vesta buoyancy, and your Cloak of Death.
It's so weird that they sell a Nando's black card here. Has anybody else thought about it?
That's what I thought. That's why I chose it.
It's so odd.
It seemed so out there, I figured we might need it.
Fair enough.
And then the next item comes up, and none of you have that one.
There's nobody else here.
And the goose spends about 5 minutes calling.
I really hope the next quest is the Battle of Nando's.
Well, I'm going to go check out the jewellery at Elizabeth Duke.
Next door.
The goose stands there and says, honk, honk.
He's not here.
So then the goose disappears back behind the counter, and the next number to be called is Derek. Derek, your number gets called, and up you go.
This is bullshit.
I was going to go back and try and buy something else, but at this point, fuck it.
And the goose hands you a grappling hook and 4 stones of fast speech, and stamps your receipt.
Listen, lads, play with that, Keth, while you're waiting. And I hand them out, hand the rest of them out.
I'll be a while. God.
Then, Keth, your number is called, and you go up to the counter, and the goose stands in front of you and says, honk, looks at your receipt, turns around, looks behind him, turns back to you, says, honk, and then wanders off behind the counter again.
Even though you can see your things.
Those are my
You
bees.
can see, almost within arm's reach, you can see a jar of bees and what looks like a book of misspell.
I want to point my grappling hook at his book of misspell and just try and, grapple it towards us.
And the goose reappears, and he says, honk, and shrugs his shoulders at you.
Can I just grapple his thing towards me? Just the book, not the
You're
bees.
very close to getting shot, goose.
Do you want me to roll an attack?
Yeah, go roll an attack.
Wicked. That's a...
If you...
What's that? Plus dexterity, I guess? Or is it strength? Or...
Is
Dexterity.
it bad that I just got it?
That's
You
a
called
19.
it our goose, and there's a
19.
goose that's running it. I've just got that.
You've just got...
You've just realised it's a goose. Oh.
And that's the best joke of the podcast, everybody. Thank you for coming.
Can we stop now?
Oh, fuck.
Been a
I
long
thought we were
day.
allowed puns. That's tremendous.
As your grappling fires towards, the goose's arm shoots out and grasps your grappling in mid-air. He turns very slowly to look you in the eyes, and he says, honk.
I'm
John
sorry,
Wick style.
but let's face it, you're not that good at your job. Just trying to save you a little bit of trouble.
Honk, honk,
Look,
honk.
Kev, cut your losses, mate. I don't think you're getting your stuff. Let's go.
Well, not now.
Can I, at this point, put on my plastic sheriff's badge? Can I put on my plastic sheriff's badge, which gives me the ability to bluff as a person of authority and pretend to be the goose's manager?
What's he doing?
The goose just looks at you, completely dumbstruck.
Jeff's having a
turns
stroke.
around and picks up the Book of Misspell and hands it to Keth. And he says, honk.
I'm sorry, no matter whatever
true.
happens, what I did worked.
And my bees? Oh, give me those bees right now.
Honk, honk.
Give me those bees.
Turns around, grabs the bees, holds them out to...
Yes.
Says, honk.
Oh, those damn bees. Every bee is mine.
Just show him your receipt.
It's here.
Kev, you have to say, yay, bees, because otherwise the goose is like, boo, bees.
Oh.
Paul, do you want that one explaining to you as well?
No, I'm good. I've got it.
And he hands you the bees. And with that terrible joke, he hands you the bees. And you all leave the store. And that was our goose.
Oh, my goodness.
You know what?
I get it now.
I quite... What?
As I say, very similar. It is an experience.
I quite like that
Quite an
fella.
experience.
I think I know everybody's favourite part of the Argoose experience.
Oh, we only went in quickly and we spent...
The best bit is, guys, is that it's not over yet. It's the fact that
We'll
in
have to
2
go
days'
back.
time, that half of our shit breaks because it's faulty, and we have to take it back and go through the refund process with the goose.
Make sure you keep your receipts. They've got warranty on them.
Yeah, I'm
Store credit, no refunds.
keeping my receipt,
Oh, yeah, did you all get the extended warranty?
Who paid for the insurance?
God.
that was an extra 4 gold pieces.
Oh,
fuck
fuck.
that.
My days of selling warranties are over.
We only meant to go in there quickly. We spent 4 hours in there.
So
It's
you
extremely realistic.
You've all had a lovely time. You're shopping, getting new clothes, and drinking a few meads, meeting new people. And at that point, you hear a voice over the PA system that says... Jeff, Keth, and Derek, please make their way to the captain's cabin. Thank you.
Is this the London Underground? Did anyone else understand that?
Yeah, the ship employs a London Underground driver. They had to have elocution lessons because the first time he made an announcement, it sounded like...
Well...
Oh, I think somebody's calling us.
This ship is becoming increasingly more elaborate and well-equipped.
Yeah,
Has anyone else
pretty big,
noticed
isn't
this? There's PA systems, Argoose, Indiana Jones, cafeterias, bars. It's a cruise liner.
I don't know how they got that whole warehouse in here.
I didn't tell you it was a cruise liner.
Can I stop as we're like?
There's a Nando's somewhere.
I told you it's the biggest ship you'd ever seen.
As we're going sort of towards the captain's cabin, can I just stop somebody that we walk past and go, do you know where a Nando's is around here? We're looking for the Nando's.
You want to stop someone?
Yeah, I just want to stop anybody that we're walking past and just...
Okay.
Well, apparently there's 400 at least of the people in here who are buying stuff from Argoose.
Okay, as you're walking towards the captain's cabin, you spot a tiefling woman walking towards you in the other direction, and you stop her. And you...
Excuse me, miss.
Go on.
If I could just have you a moment of your time. We're looking for a Nando's. My mate brought the Nando's black card from Argoose. You know, that lovely shop.
You bought a Nando's black card? Are you crazy?
Oh, is there not a Nando's on board?
On deck B.
It's a pirate ship, mate. Ain't got a Nando's on it.
It's got an Argoose.
Everybody's got an Argoose, my friend. There's Argoose on every corner.
I know, but usually there's a Nando's as well. Opposite. No?
No, you've got to have a cinema for that.
Oh, yes, of course. What am I like? I'm sorry. We've been in a shipwreck and my brain's not in gear.
You're one of the new guys, ain't you?
Yeah.
What's your name? You're very small.
That's racist, but sure. I'm Derek.
Actually, three of you are quite small, to be
She
fair.
wasn't talking about your height, Derek.
The name's Rita, by the way.
Oh, nice to meet you, Rita.
I'm the bosun on this ship, so you better behave yourself.
Oh, yes. Just on our way to see the captain, actually.
Bosun? I thought that was a type of instrument.
That's a bassoon, you buffoon.
No, she's the disciplinarian. She's not to be trifled with.
Aren't you supposed to be seeing the captain?
Yeah, we've literally... That's what I'm saying. We're on our way there. I just wanted to know if there was a Nando's, just in case we could have something to eat afterwards.
A Nando's on the way to see the captain. If the captain wants to see you,
No.
go
I was
straight
asking
away.
if there's a Nando's so we could go for something to eat afterwards.
Do you want to spend the night in the brig?
Do you like chicken? No? Okay, fine. Let's go, lads.
Sorry, Rita. You're pretty, so he spoke to you. I'm sorry about this.
I'm flustered. I just...
Sorry, Rita. It was your aura.
Look at his trousers. They're very tight. I'm very sorry.
Oh, gold.
Do you like my Hawaiian shirt? Oh, Keth, help me out. I don't know how to talk to women.
Oh no! Look, let's go see the captain. Come on, let's go. Let's just go.
Sorry to bother you.
She just looks at you, mouth agape, as you all walk away. And you all walk up and enter the captain's office. And the captain is there. And he says, hello, boys.
The Welshman.
You took your time getting here? Where you been? You look very smart. Except you wearing a Hawaiian shirt.
Oh, thank you for noticing.
We're having a discount bin.
I know.
Miami Vice.
Bit Magnum PA.
I always, yeah.
Anyway.
It's one of my vices.
I asked you up here.
Oh, God.
Because I've got to explain to you what's happening. And he leads you on, and through a set of double doors. As he opens these doors, which are easily 6 times his height, you see in there, not your height,
No.
Keth, obviously.
Keth's like having
His.
a house to duck.
I ducked through.
You see starflowers in there poring over a ponderous tome. And there are maps and documents everywhere in this room.
As I sit down, I light up the little stub of the cigar and hope he notices.
Very fashionable young man.
Thank you very much.
And he begins to explain to you about the mission they're on. He says, now, you found a very important artifact, and you may not have noticed since you've been here that on this island there's something very strange going on. All the winds and all the tides and all the waves, everything was drawn to this island. It made it near on impossible for anyone to escape on this ship of this size. And frankly, look you, there's been no one seen a ship this size for many a year. And now, thanks to your efforts, and Starflower of course, we have managed to contain his power. You see, this artifact is an artifact of the gods. It contains within it a small essence of the gods themselves. It's an item of huge power. There are 8 items like this around the world.
So this is the one piece of 8?
Some would say it's a piece of 8, yes. The whole reason we came to this island
Infinity Stones.
was to recover our first artifact. It was only when we arrived here that we discovered that without recovering the artifact, we couldn't leave anyway. But we did discover in a cave a chest capable of containing his power. A chest that was designed, or some would say grown, to contain the power of the gods. Blessed by more than one priest or priestess, I shouldn't wonder. A few other captains and I got together in a parliament of sorts to discuss what should be done about these objects of divine power. These pieces of 8, each one a full 12.5% of the whole. And it was decided that the power of the gods should not fall into the hands of the Empress. So we set out with our crews to find and destroy these items. That was 3 years ago now, and without a word of a lie, we've had naught but myths and legends to go on, so we've had a bit of a tough time tracking the wretched things down. It seems, though, these artefacts have an effect on most who touch them, often bestowing great power but at a terrible cost. It seems, though, that young Master Silverbow has remained blissfully in control of his faculties and has experienced no such side effects. And because of this, there's something we'd like you to do for us. What we'd like you to do is, when we discover the location of the next artifact, we would like to send you to recover the item and bring it back here, where we will destroy it. It seems that the Empress, in her quest to rule the world, has learned of these artifacts, and it is for that reason they must be destroyed. You see, while none of us would want our enemy to possess the power of any god, can you imagine what she would achieve with the power of all of them? They say that the one who wields them all would have infinite power, and could even have the power to turn back time.
Ooh.
Must not sing it. Must not.
If I could turn back sorry.
At this point, all 4 of us get up off our stools.
I couldn't help it.
The boy band is back together.
Did you know, Captain? We're actually a boy band, yeah.
So this mission is now going to be known as the Tina task.
Marvelous karaoke bar below deck.
Find a way. Oh, I'm sorry.
It's called the Singing Whale, look you.
It just fell out.
Now, if you're all amenable to undertaking this task, I'll ask you all to join me on the poop deck. And so you head out into the fresh air, into a gloriously calm ocean with a strong wind blowing to the north, and the crew set about setting all the sails, raising the anchor.
Hold on to that beard, Derek.
I'm fine. I'll just stand inside. I'm fine.
Derek, why are you holding your beard?
Don't really like the wind.
Seems normal, I guess.
It's totally normal.
I don't need to hold on to my beard.
I'm not. I'm just running my fingers through it.
There's something funny about that one.
That's fine. Probably rubbing some luxurious oil into it, I imagine.
Ah, yes. To make it grow a bit more.
Right.
And the captain, he gives the order to the helmsman and a rousing speech to the crew. And there is cheering from the crew as they go about their nautical jobs. And there's almost a lurch as the sails catch the wind and the Tel Dath sets forth to the next stage of your adventure.
Can I just check that the ship is now
Departing, yeah.
It's now going.
Yes.
So it's kind of like Tel Dath doing his part.
I'm going to ring.
Yes.
That's the last
yes,
one,
it is.
I swear.
As we take off, Keth is going to have a quick peek inside his cloak, look at that egg as it's slightly wiggling, and just give a wry smile off to the horizon. What is in it? What is in it?
What is in it indeed? A short epilogue now then. At that moment,
the egg explodes.
The egg actually cracks. It fractures all over. A spider web of fractures across the egg. And then...
I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm unbelievably excited.
Caught by a gentle breeze, the flakes of the egg, shattered shards of its shell, drift out of your outstretched hand, and there, in the palm of your mighty half-orc hand, is a multicoloured, bewinged serpent.
It's got a dragon.
Yes.
Raising its head, it says... because it's a fucking snake.
It's not any snake. It's not any normal snake, is it?
No. What is it, Keth?
This is a flying snake.
Gross.
Certainly is.
Got old Daenerys Targaryen over here.
I nudge Malrus Toss Cobble and I go, look, I told you, he's been up to some weird shit. Fuck me, what an ugly baby.
So our heroes have got just a little bit stronger. That should help them last just a little longer. And with new equipment they bought from Argus, they're ready and raring to be set loose. But Keth had an egg that turned out to be a new friend or a pet. Well, we'll just have to see. But do any of our heroes have a philophobia? Find out next time on Roll Britannia.
Sports Social Podcast Network.
Okay, round two. Name something that's not boring.
A laundry? Ooh, a book club. Computer solitaire, huh?
Ah, sorry, we were looking for Chumba Casino. That's right, ChumbaCasino.com has over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.